Hi, welcome back. In this video, you are going to verify if the Supertrend indicator strategy is indeed profitable. The Supertrend is an ATR-based trend signal indicator. Buy and sell signals simply indicate a trend direction. You can see the signals indicate uptrend and downtrend. Price moves up and down indicating short-term up and down trends. This is a part of a major trend, where price moves in short-term up-down trends while trending in longer time period. The Supertrend strategy is very simple. You place the stop loss at the Supertrend line and open trade at the close of the signal bar. The take profit is usually set to 1:1.5 times or higher. It looks pretty simple. In reality, price mostly moves sideways, and trends occasionally moving violently. Most of the small traders are swept out due to sideways supertrend signals. The choppy signal here completely resulted in consecutive losses. You enter on the close, stop loss placed at supertrend. And the price chased the supertrend in all the three cases, leading to losses.
Forced exits. Even though the rules are followed, you enter a trade and forced to exit by a sudden spike in the price. Most of the traders are kicked out grabbing their stop loss. You enter a trade with stop loss at Supertrend, and a sudden spike in the price hits the stop loss, eventually exiting the trade. These examples show you how you are forcefully made to exit. Here, even though the price moved in profit, the sharp spike in price have hit the stop loss. Here is one more example showing a forced exit. I hope you have understood the drawbacks of Supertrend. Now let us start the backtesting to verify if the signals are really profitable. Let us add the Supertrend indicator on TradingView chart. I am adding Supertrend indicator by Kavenko's Bilgic. Now the indicator is added successfully to the chart. Let us do a manual backtest. I am using the default settings and disabling the OHLC plot for a clear view. I am simply drawing the trades using TradingView tools. I am using the entry-exit conditions as discussed earlier. The entry is at the close of the signal candle, stop loss set to Supertrend, and take profit set to 1:1.5 times the initial entry value. The trade exits either on reaching the target profit, or an opposite signal is generated, whichever is first. I am speeding up the process. It's so boring and time-consuming doing a manual backtest. Manual backtesting is quite frustrating and time-consuming. You have to carefully set the entries and exits and see the performance of each individual trade, and find the possibilities to earn better. To make things easy, I want to show you a secret indicator that's completely free. Let's automate using the free indicator. It is called Supertrend Performance and Leverage Indicator. Why we need a new indicator? 1. Fully automated backtesting. 2. Leverage performance. 3. Multiple strategy testing. 4. Live results and trade stats. Okay, now let's add the indicator. Open your TradingView chart. In the Indicators section, search for Supertrend Performance Leverage by Trader. The settings. The indicator has multiple settings. Let us see them in detail. Money management. You can set the initial trade amount that you are actually using as the investment. Use a leverage multiplier that you actually use for trading, otherwise set to 1x. If you want to reinvest the profits, then use the compound option. The risk-free rate here used is to calculate the Sharpe and Sortino ratios. It determines how profitable your strategy is, compared to risk-free investment. The strategy or exit configuration. Here you can decide the strategy, by combining different entry and exit options here. I will explain how to set each strategy clearly. But first let's see the settings available. Exit method, here we select the type of exit required for a trade. Stop loss toggle. It is used to set the stop loss as fixed or trailing based on the checkbox selection. Target take profit percent. It is used to set the take profit percent and exit based on exit selected above. Stop loss percent. It is used to set the stop loss value. Exit after X candles is used when the exit method is fixed candle. Here trades are entered on by signal and exit exactly after X candles are completed. The profit and loss is calculated based on the closing price regardless of the take profit and stop loss percent set above. In addition to the trade settings, the general Supertrend settings are also provided. Here, you can modify the Supertrend trigger mechanism, based on ATR period and ATR multiplier factor. By modifying these two values you can make the Supertrend sensitive to price or show some resistance. Also we have the label settings. When the toggle option is enabled, we can see the trade outcome as a label, next to each signal. You can also set the size of the labels as required. Let us enable the labels option and check how they appear on the chart. Now the labels are added to the chart. You can observe green and red labels along with some text. The text gives the information of entry and exit along with profit made. The labels are plotted next to the buy or sell signal. The color of the label represents a win or loss. A red represents a losing trade and green a winning trade. In the labels setting you can see two toggle options, show fill and show plot. These two are used to control the trade plots on the chart. Also the red and green color options are used to fill the trade color. These can be varied as needed. The table section. You can see the strategy results as a table. In the table there are several parameters displayed, which are quite useful while backtesting. The values of the table change dynamically, based on changes in input parameters. These include most of the details as shown by the TradingView platform. Also below the table there is one more small table to display the investment and the returns. Here the color of the tables represent the profit and loss stats. A green table is profitable. A red table brings you loss. Strategy testing. This is the most important part of the video. Let us see how this indicator creates a difference. The key setting to be focused is the exit method. There are three types of exits. First, fixed target percent. This method is used when we set a fixed take profit. Second, signal reversal. This option is a basic Supertrend strategy that everyone uses on TradingView. Third, fixed time. This is useful for binary options trading, or if you want to exit after a fixed number of candles. Strategy 1. Supertrend Reversal Strategy. We set this strategy by simply choosing to exit on signal reversal. We have two type of strategies for this type of exit options. Even though the entry is made on the close, and the exit option is the next signal. For option 1 we set the super trend line as stop loss. For option 2 we choose a standard % of entry price. For the setup, click the settings of the indicator. Change the exit option to signal reversal. And disable the fixed stop loss % for option 1. Now you can see the entry is made at the close of the signal candle. The blue line represents the entry price. And you can see the exit is at the next Supertrend signal. The trade runs until an opposite signal is generated regardless of the profit. The Supertrend line value at the signal will be the stop loss. The trade runs until an opposite signal is generated regardless of the profit. Let us see one more example for option 1. The entry made at close. The Supertrend line value at the signal will be the stop loss. And the exit is made exactly when the next signal is generated. Now let us see the second option. Simply enable the use fixed stop loss %. When this option is enabled, we set the stop loss to a fixed value % below the entry price. It can be varied as required. I am setting this to 0.75%, so when price drops 0.75% below the entry price the trade closes. Let us see in action. Here in this example, price dropped below 0.75% of the entry price. And the trade is closed. You can see the difference between fixed stop loss and Supertrend stop loss. The value of fixed stop loss is the amount you risk, and it has to be carefully chosen based on the risk appetite. You can see the trade closed earlier at 0.5% rather than the trailing stop loss, which had a higher loss at 0.85%. This mechanism reduced the loss by 0.3%. But, you can carefully select the best value based on the output results. The table shows the profit and loss in real time. By enabling table display and changing various parameters you can find the best options for highest profit and low drawdown. Also, keep an eye on the other metrics as well. The table is updated in real time unlike a strategy indicator. You can observe how settings are affecting the table results data. You can try multiple parameters instantly and see how they change the strategy results. You can enable the label option and other settings to verify if your settings are indeed profitable. You can change the investment amount and choose to compound your investment or simply choose with the initial investment. This investment can also be leveraged, which is not available in the strategy indicator. You can actually see how the signal performs like your trading account. The second strategy. Fixed percentage exit model. This type of exit is further divided into two exit options. Though entry is made at close and the exit is at a fixed take profit percentage from entry price. The stop loss settings create two exit methods. Option 1 and Option 2. Option 1 has a stop loss as Supertrend and Option 2 has a fixed stop loss percentage. Let us apply the settings to the chart. For this strategy, the exit setting in the settings needs to be changed to Fixed Percentage Model. Once selected, the values of stop loss and take profit are chosen from the parameters in the settings. The Supertrend only act as an entry signal generator and the profit and loss are decided by you. For option 1, we choose fixed target percentage option, and disable the stop loss toggle to make the Supertrend as a trailing stop loss. You can observe that the stop loss is set at the Supertrend value of signal candle. And, the take profit is also fixed. It means for any trade you take, it's either a fixed win percentage, or a fixed loss percentage. Here, the stop loss can be varied based on the Supertrend settings. The entry is made at close of signal candle, take profit is fixed. The Supertrend multiplier and length values decide the signal and stop loss in option 1. Profit percentage is always fixed, while stop loss is dependent on Supertrend. We can move the profit to higher values in real time once break-even is crossed. For option 2, we simply enable the use fixed stop loss percentage option in settings. In option 2 we are changing the stop loss from Supertrend value, to a fixed percentage below the entry price. The stop loss is placed at a percentage below the entry price, entry made at the close of the Supertrend signal. Take profit is fixed percentage from the entry value. By increasing the stop loss percentage we are actually fighting the price swing after the Supertrend signal. This value needs to be chosen based on price swing. This varies from asset to asset. This becomes extremely useful during sideways market conditions, when the number of stop losses are reduced significantly. Here you can observe that there was a huge profit with a very small stop loss. But, this is not the situation mostly. During sideways trend where price consolidates, there are numerous entries and exits, resulting in number of losses simultaneously. By using fixed stop loss percentage we can reduce the number of losses to a fixed value. This reduction in losses help you to slow down the speed of damage to your account and allowing you time for repeated re-entries. The results. To check if the settings really work, we must enable the table display options. The table display options shows you the strategy results in real time. Based on the settings changed, the results get updated automatically. You can simply modify the required settings and see which one has the better outcome. You can completely change and run the backrest as you require. It's instant and works real time. You can change the investment settings and to see how your strategy works with the investment. There are a number of options to be explored. You have to try the indicator before coming to a conclusion. Use leverage condition for investment back testing. This option is very helpful to see if the strategy has some value. Also, let me know in the comments below the type of indicator that you want to integrate with and run a back test, so I can create a new indicator. We can replace the Supertrend with any other indicator. Let me know which indicator would you like to replace with. Strategy 3. Fixed time exit. This is very useful for fixed-time exit trading. Mostly if you want to exit after n number of candles. To enable this strategy, simply select the exit option as fixed time in the exit settings. In this strategy, the stop loss and take profit are not considered. Entry is made on the close of the signal candle, and exit is after specific number of candles as set in the settings. Only the entry and exit time are taken into account. If the price stays according to Supertrend prediction and entry price is in the direction of prediction, then the trade is considered a win. Hope you have liked this indicator. Please leave your comments below. Please hit the bell icon and the subscribe button for more such videos.